a little bit.
I can't
You all
hear
right?
him. I can't shake
You want to
it.
have some water?
Nope.
All right, we'll keep it moving then. The deep comment that KERR made about the Warriors, like when he said it, we were just sort of like, interesting, but he has played 12 players in like 8 games, and I'm wondering, does he have to shorten that anytime soon?
You know, come playoff time,
Okay,
I think every coach is going to shorten their rotation, but, you know, barring an injury, foul trouble, things like that, it's great for these guys to get these reps. It's great for these guys to get these minutes, get this kind of time playing with the first unit, the second unit that they might not get towards the end of the season. But every rotation is going to short. It's hard to imagine a playoff team going 10, 11, 12 deep, but it's a luxury having that capability. And inevitably, there's going to be guys go down, miss some time here and there, but it is a luxury to be able to have this many players that you can play and that know the schemes, that know the offense, that are comfortable playing with the starters, with the bench guys. So it definitely is a great thing in a long season with all the injuries and load management and things like that to have these guys to plug in there. But you're definitely going to see it get shortened what come nitty-gritty time.
Yeah.
Agree?
No, I agree, because I'm looking like Kuminga's going to play, Looney's going to play, Buddy Hield's going to play, Moses Moody is going to play, and then you look at guys like, you know, Gary Payton II or Podziemski. You know, those are your energy guys. Those are your spot shooters. Those are the guys that's going to, you know, on those nights on a back-to-back when you're trying to find a rhythm, when you're trying to find some energy, those are the guys that you can point to, and they're going to provide that for you. So, you know, he can possibly go 10, but, you know, all 12 of these guys are giving them really, really good minutes, and they're good at their jobs. You know, Gary Payton Jr., he's a guy that you can throw out on the floor, that he doesn't need shots to be effective. You know, he doesn't need the basketball in his hand to be disruptive, and, you know, there's value in that. So who's the odd man out? So I think going into, you know, this season, going into the second half of it, he's going to still play 10 to 12 guys, and if somebody goes down, he's confident in somebody being able to fill in and keep rolling.
I think it's nice to have
so
many options, like just such a luxury.
And they have vets. They have vets like D'Anthony Melton and Kyle Anderson. They have a little bit of everything with youth, mature guys, and everything. So it's a great luxury for sure.
So if there's anyone out there that's sort of like, yeah, this is just a weird beginning. This can't sustain. But we're 11 games in. Does this Warriors team feel like, okay, we could actually be looking at something?
I think that they have their identity, right? They have their offensive sets. They know exactly what they're going to do, and all these guys, 1 through 12, know their role, which I think that alone helps. We just talked about the maturity of the guys that they brought in, so I don't think there's much ego here. There's no drama. Draymond Green is on his best behavior. No technical fouls, which is unbelievable. He's the catalyst on their defensive end, which they have been extremely great in the half court. They're great in transition defense. So this team kind of does a little bit of everything. Now, outside of Steph, is Buddy Hield going to keep this up, averaging 20 points? Is Wiggins going to still be able to be that threat, that third option, that second option on certain nights? So offensively, if Steph doesn't have it going, I think is when they struggle. But the fact that their defense is so good, they can still win games when Steph goes 5 for 20 one night. You know what I mean? So they have that capability of winning a lot of games. They have the depth. They have a great coach. So they do have a lot. I still think they're a little bit behind the OKCs, the Phoenixes, the Dallas.
The health thing is big, though. And when you talk about Phoenix, you can't not mention health as well. Like, I know 100%. They're up there right now, but I don't know, Lou. It's maybe it's because it took a minute to wrap our brains around that Warriors they're not dead. Like, they're still very much alive in the Bay Area, and we're looking at them. Do you see them as an actual threat come, you know, closer to the end of the season? All right.
Absolutely. You know, give them guys credit with the exit of Klay Thompson. You were a little unsure, like, where did this team go from here? You kind of felt like it was going to be one of those blow up things, and, you know, maybe a Draymond or somebody else will be the next guy to go, and, you know, we're looking at them retooling. But not only did they retool, they went out and found guys that matched their style of play perfectly and were able to fill in and be seamless with, you know, Klay Thompson not being there. You know, now this is a team, they look confident again. Steve Kerr feels like they're deep enough to make a run. Draymond Green is playing great basketball. He's the head of that snake. As crazy as that sound when you have a Steph Curry, but, you know, when he's available and he's running the show, it makes it so much easier for everybody around them to be successful. And so with all of those things working for them, they got all of the pieces to be a real deep threat, you know, come playoff time in the Western Conference.
All right, we got to talk.